Well, first and foremost, I had a dream last night. Dream, 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 dream. Telling you, man. Woo, dude. Listen to my drumming, shamanic drumming last night again, like I do at night. Went to bed. Had two different dreams. Completely different. But I think the first one was the kind of important one. And I've been asking my guides at night when I sleep. Like before I'm going to bed, now as I'm trying to go to bed. You know, I'd like to see this or this, that. That'd be cool. But if you got, show me what I really need to see. I maybe another thing in the future again. Something important or whatever. I appreciate that, And that's how I see, even if I want to know about something, I still always end it with, or you decide, whatever's the most important thing that you need to show me right now. I take that because that'd obviously be more important than something, silly maybe I'm asking for. Can I see one of these, treasure sites I'm working on, or can I see anything with crypto? Like, can I figure out the charts are going up, having an up day or a down day? Can I see a green line or a red line? Like I'm trying to figure out, am I allowed to see that? But show me what I really need to see. Like, show me the important stuff. And so I have this dream, and it's in kind of it's not a classroom, but it reminds me of kind of a classroom, but I think it might have been in a prison or somewhere. And Ghislaine Maxwell's there, and there's somebody else there. Like, it's her and somebody else. I almost thought, well, gosh, is that Epstein over there? Again, he's alive, and we're questioning him. He doesn't want to talk too much. She doesn't want to talk too much. And, like, I got the sense it was those two, but I don't remember seeing him. I know I saw her. I just got the sense he was there, too, because there was two people that we were questioning or whatever. And my wife comes in with one of her friends, and she goes, we got it. We got the goods on them. We've got it. And, now they're going to talk. Now they're going to start naming some names. Let me show you what we got on you guys. And she puts this thing in, whatever, a disc or something, and starts playing whatever it is on the screen, which we don't get to see. I remember in the dream, I never saw what it was, so I have no idea what it was being shown. But it was some dirt on old Ghislaine, and I guess Epstein. And they're both, and at that time, so then the prosecutors were like, okay, now it's time to start talking, because this is what we got on you. You know what that means, right? Like, death sentence or whatever. And, okay, they're going to start talking. So that was good. Evelyn, Detective Evelyn and her friend found something. And they didn't think we had it. And we had it. And we played it. And they're like, oh, okay, time to start talking. So that was interesting. Then later on, I have another dream. Same last night, same sleeping time frame. And I'm at Publix supermarket, and like the shopping carts or the little carrying handheld carts, little baskets, they had, some of them had like a just slight different color, like logo or symbol or something on them. And we determined quickly, like there was like a competition happening about QD codes, and if you won, like you win some kind of major prize through the supermarket. Maybe it's like free food or shopping for a month or a year or something. Whatever it was. I don't remember what the actual prize was, but we're like looking at these things. Oh, look, I found one. I mean, two other buddies, so there's three of us, I think, and there's my number 3 again. And we're like, decide, go. That means go down aisle 2. Let's go down aisle 2. And oh, look, there's a little cup sitting up here on the shelf on aisle 2, and it's got the little, not the big peanut butter cups, like where there's 2 in a package. It was a little smaller one that are a little bit thicker, and they had the gold wrapping, those kind. And there was like 5 or 6 in a cup, and they're just sitting there, and the clue's right there. So we're like, I think we're supposed to open these up and eat them or whatever, and maybe there's like a little string thing you pull out, and it's got some letter, it's got a little phrase on there, and that'll be our next clue. So we're like, well, I don't know. I mean, are we supposed to just start opening stuff up in the grocery store? Like, would they have done that? Where it's like, well, I guess, so I ended up waking up, and so I don't know who. I don't remember seeing any teams in there. We were like first in there, and we were already hot on the trail. And like we were, oh, next one, we got it. Okay, cool, next one. Oh, we got that one. Okay, next one. just blasting through these codes, clues for Q, and that was more fun. I think that was just kind of a sign of, keep paying attention to the Q stuff. It's real, and there's going to be success, big success at the end of this. Everyone will see. Keep going. Keep doing your thing when you find something. Other people, that kind of thing. But the first one was, I think, the most important part of it, because I keep asking my guides, future thing. Can you show me something that maybe the people need to know. We all need to know. So maybe that's them letting me know, Ghislaine doesn't know what we have on her. And maybe they say some are saying Epstein's alive too. And maybe they're both barely talking about minor stuff. And then someone walks in with the goods. Yeah, so about all that stuff you guys don't want to talk about, look at what we got about you guys. This is dirt on you guys. This could be death penalty type stuff. And then they play it. Oh. They look at each other, okay, I guess we got to talk. And a lot of good information drops out of their mouths. That's what I got from that dream. So, on to this video. Silver yesterday, 1907. Of course, it moved a bit, it moved a little bit. Current price, 21.11, although it did wick up to 21.20, or 21.21 actually. 21.20, somewhere around there. We have had ourselves, I think Steven messaged me this morning. We have ourselves a dollar move. A dollar move. So if we're looking at, oh no, I'm sorry, dollar move. $2 move, because it was $20. See these lines here. Let's see, is that 29, 36, 7, 8. So this was what the. First of all, I'm looking at 10%. 10% is a $2 move from here to here. Up here. So the question is, what's the time period? This is July 17th. There's the 19th, 20th. So basically right here is 1931. This is the 20th. So again, the 20th to the 21st, a full day, which this is in the morning, and so is this. Even this wick, this first wick here is on the 2 hour. This is at, 6 o'clock in the morning. And this one down here on the 20th is 2 a.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 1947, right? So you're talking at least $1.50. Again, you want to stretch a little bit, okay, a couple hours, whatever. $2 or whatever. We have a $1.50 plus move in a 24-hour period. And of course, this might even go higher. What if this goes a little higher today, hits 21.40 something? Next thing you know, we have an absolute $2 move. But of course, it has to happen. I mean, that's 8 a.m. We're at 10. That'd be over here yet. It's probably not going to happen at this point, because there's 10 a.m. there. And it was down as low as 1951 to 1980 something. So is this going to hit the 21.50? I mean, if it did, there's a $2 move. But it has to do it like any second now, any minute. So anyways, $1.50 move. Silver. Cliff high Webbot. There's going to be $1 a day moves, $2 a day moves, $5 a day moves, and we will get to $20 a day moves. Now, he didn't say that, all of a sudden this would happen within a week according to the data, or even a month. By the first time it hits $1 a move or $2 a day, next it's by the end of the month it's 20 a day. He didn't say that. He just said the data was telling him we're gonna start seeing $1 a day, $2 a day, $5 a day, $20 a day moves coming, specifically for silver. And I said to you guys, if we see a $20 move in silver in one day, no one's going to convince me that the price was $20 or $30 when that happened. Oh, it was $30 today. It crashed down $20 yesterday. It's only $10 the next day. There's a $20 move down. No. And he wasn't talking about moves down. He was talking about moves up anyways. In my opinion, for $20 moves to happen, we need to be definitely over the old all-time high twice, which was $50, 49, $50 two times that happened, 1980, whatever, and 2011. And it's got to be, in my opinion, again, 80, 90, $100, probably $100. Then I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a $20 move, because I just showed you from here to here, which again, I a little more than 24-hour period, was 10% or whatever. 10% of $20 was $2, right? 10% of $100 is only $10. However, if it's already that high, don't think for a second we can't see a 20% move in silver all of a sudden one day, in a day's period of time. Like you're watching a freaking crypto market. So we had ourselves a nice $1.50 move. And again, you just throw a couple more hours up, it would have been $2. But again, to be fair, 24-hour move. Uncle Cliff said 24 hours, not 26 or 28 hours. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Have it your way. It's not $2. It's $1.50. Doesn't matter. Gold, on the other hand, gold price, I think it was it's still over 18 something. Gold price currently 1839, 1840, 1839, yeah, 1840. And if I look at the 6-month chart, I mean, it's chugging along, people. 1550 again. We had the big drop, both silver as well. Silver got down to like $12 right here in March. Gold got down to, what was that, 1475, and then on its way again, steadily climbing those stairs. So it's not like we have a dip here right now and we're trying to get back to 1900. We haven't been to 1900 yet. We haven't been back to 1900s since it happened in 2011, basically. And this is the 6 month. So if I go back a year, same story. 2 years, same story. 5 years, same story. And if we do the 10-year, there's our 1900, the one time it happened. And even when it had 2013, oh, here it goes, at the end of 2012, oh, nope, sorry. Never happened again. And here it is again. Now, the interesting thing with silver right now, again, 2020, boom. 2114. And is it showing us the high of all? 2112, I guess? Or is that says 2111. 1 day, that's as low as I can go. 30 day, 1 day. Yeah, so whatever. 2112 looks like the high for today. 2111 right now. Silver price performance today 6%. Whenever the clock starts ticking, which I think is usually for that stuff is like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. 6 months, a year, 5 years, 20 years. It's still up 300% in 20 years. Not a bad return for 20 years, but I think I like me some crypto. I want 300% in a few months. Speaking of which, Chainlink did a big move. I think it was like 700% since earlier this year. It was like $1, went up to $7, $8 recently, over 8. Technically, probably more like an 800% move in what, 6 months, 7 months. It took 7 months to really kick in, but I mean it was already $4 and $5, and then boom, hit 8, and we got out right around 8. Me and the peeps at on my Patreon, some of them, and then it came down to the low 7s. Right now it's 731. Might not be a bad time to get back into Link, but I'm gonna see if it squeaks a little lower. It did get down to 714, I think, but we'll see, and we'll see what Digibyte's gonna do too. Waiting on another move with Digibyte. See what happens there. Yeah. So, anyways. How close are we going to get? Penny Kelly's little look-see she did, as she kept looking whenever cryptos was going up, so was gold and silver. When cryptos were up, gold and silver were up. And then she looked again later in the year. Yep, they're up again. Yep, still going, both of them. Both cryptos and metals. So Woo Woo Dude had said to us, Joe, and I already told you all this in the live stream, I think we talked about it. When gold hits $2,000 and silver hits $20, get ready for a lot of stuff happening you're going to be reporting on in your news channel, basically, your Realist News. If you think the first 6 months of 2020 was interesting and lots going on, wait till you see the second 6 months. In that price, he says, when I saw, they showed me, get ready for stuff to start happening again. Like, whoa, oh, that happened. Oh my gosh, that happened. Holy crap, that happened. That's like the temporal marker, if you will, in Cliff High terms, of incredible things coming. Not necessarily good or bad, good and bad, I should say. But that was the signifier. And Penny Kelly saying, yep, it's going to go up higher, it's going to go up higher, it's going to go up higher. And I remember one time I was talking that me, Dave, and JC were talking. This was during our one of our return trips to the treasure hunting stuff. And he goes, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I had this vision a while back. And he goes, I think we bought a property out here together. And it was more like a ranch type of a property. He goes, but I just remember liquidating some of my, like some certain amount of my silver. Because the price was, I guess, really high. And I figured I'll just use that. Because he has, enough or whatever. That I'll just use that to pitch in my 1/3 of this property, this ranch or whatever. And he goes, the funny thing was, I saw at the ranch, he goes, I don't know if we bought it used somewhere from, like, someone had one of these antique things, or if it, like, somehow was already on the ranch. Like maybe they bought it as an antique thing to have out in the yard somewhere, but we bought the property and there it is. Or we went and bought one later. He goes, but I saw like an old smelter, like for gold or silver, like casting bars, an old smelter. And I go, me and Dave were like, really? He's like, yeah. He goes, but I just remember I remember that being on the property. I don't know how we got it or if it was already there. It was just, there when we got there, but from the previous owner. But I remember selling silver. So I think silver was really high at the time. And I, pitched in some, to my cut of the money through silver instead of like crypto or something else. Because I distinctly remember selling silver. And maybe if he remembers next time we do a live stream, maybe he can just briefly chat about that when I do a live stream with JC. One of our 3 dudes in the desert or things that make you go, his little videos that he does about that stuff. And we'll go from there. So, at any rate, that's all I got for you right this morning. Just interesting move in silver. And a couple interesting dreams, mainly the first one. Take care.